Today, let's talk about demons. No, but for real though, 360 Alchemist School of Enlightenment and Darkness, where you are the teacher and the student. Today we're gonna be talking about demons. Today we will be discussing the origination of demons. I know a lot of people have this preconceived notion of what demons are, and they're just this aspect of something that's just the worst of the worst. So let's break it down. Alright, so this is the book right here, Encyclopedia of Demons in World Religions and Cultures by Teresa Banks. So yeah, right here. That's what we're going from. This is the book we're reading from. But check this out. Alright, check this out, y'all. And you might not gonna be able to see what it says. Interestingly, demons were not always considered to be beings of pure and unchangeable evil. Once they were the fae of the woods, the free will jinn of the deserts, known on occasion to convert to Islam, and the ancestral or nature spirits that were respected, if not worshipped, to near godhead status. In ancient Greece, the word daemon referred to a spirit entity that may have been a force for either good or evil. During the spread of Christianity, when the young church openly and aggressively condemned all things pagan, the intent of the word changed. And then Teresa Banks also says, truth be told, we need demons and the evil they represent. Without them, there can be no morals to our story, let alone a plot. If there is not an external or internal struggle to overcome, how can there be any progression? Alright, so the most important part of this is, well, all of it, because the first thing she says is, well, demons were known to be neutral. Alright, and then after that she says the word daemon just means a neutral spirit as well. And then in the advent of Christianity, daemon was perverted into the word demon, and then it was made evil as well. But why is that? Well, we'll get into this book next, The Great Cosmic Mother by Monica Sue and Barbara Moore, and we'll speak about those, the same ones that made everything evil what they were doing, okay? But I will say this, that Teresa Banks made a great point that's saying they need good versus evil. You guys have to understand that in the ancient spirituality systems, there was no good or evil. But she made a great point by saying that they need the aspects of good and evil, because what you have to understand about the Aryan mind state that created the aspects or the pantheons of Christianity and really evolved it is that they didn't understand the aspects of duality, of light and dark, up and down, male and female, okay? Instead of making it something that worked in a reciprocation, worked in some type of relationship, they made it go against each other, all right? Yin and yang don't go against each other. They work in some type of reciprocation. They're a reflection of each other, just on opposite spectrums of the scale per se. Okay, but however, when you get the perversion of these type of ideologies of the ancient spirituality systems, and you take the God outside of yourself, you will put light versus dark, and you will assign good versus evil. Okay, now you have this specific drama, this conflict playing out, and that was not the original intentions for why this was created. This was to explain these complex energy personifications on multiple fields, from sociological, biological, autological. All right, but I digress. Teresa Banks also said that demons was everything, okay? They were this, they were that, they were the fae of the woods, they were this. But what she's not explaining, and no disrespect to Teresa, I appreciate the book, great book, but is that these weren't even known as demons. Demons was a Greek word. All around the world, these were just actual spirituality systems. Now, why would they be called demons? Because when Christianity was invented and invaded everything around this world during the Inquisition and imperialism and globalism, any spirituality system outside of Christianity became an aspect of paganism, and paganism would make them a demon. So it's not that these are actually demons. These are the spiritual systems of the indigenous people of the lands that were invaded, and their spiritual systems get turned into paganism. Paganism gets turned into the word demon. Demon comes from the word daemon. Daemon is actually a neutral word that a spirit can be used for good or evil. So the whole aspect of a demon being evil is a construct of the Christianity pantheon to demonize anything around it and make the masses submit to the new religion of Christianity. And it's way more easier to control people because you stop asking questions and you put the God that was inside of you on the outside of you. All right. Now, that's just in reference to that. Let's look at something. All right. So, we're going to read from the Great Cosmic Mother. We're just rediscovering the religion of the. And yes, we'll be talking about the snake. All right. When we see the worldwide occurrence of the goddess and the serpent, and then recall the ancient African black goddess, the black witch image with the snake in her belly, we can see the profound power as well as universality of this cosmological symbol, its range of endurance in the human mind, and we begin to see why the upstart patriarchal religions based themselves on the utter destruction of the goddess serpent pictured by the Babylonians as previous chaos, and an image picked up later by the Hebrews and used in the biblical Genesis, where Eve, linked with her serpents, become the symbols of ontological evil. Among patriarchal Hebrews, the serpents was portrayed as Samuel, the brother of the first evil woman Lilith. When Old Testament reformers, like Hezekiah went around destroying brazen serpents, cold images made of brass as pagan abominations, what they really were doing was attacking the primordial goddess religion, followed by all of their neighbors. The Hebrew patriarchs tried to destroy the world's original, most widespread and enduring religion by branding it as evil, and by portraying the mother goddess and her magic snake lover as the source not of all life but of all wickedness. Hated and condemned by the new tribal god Yahweh to the degree that they were historically successful in this attempt. Western biblicized people have lost their original concept and memory of what the goddess and her serpent really meant to all people and of all times. So that's off the Cosmic Mother, and it's basically saying that the snake was made a symbol of evil. It just didn't grow up being evil. It was made a symbol of evil, and the snake, the hieroglyph of a snake in Egypt, was the goddess. Okay, it represented the goddess. So you're gonna keep seeing these underlying tones. Not only did they flip the indigenous people's spirituality system and make them the demons, that 9 times out of 10 those indigenous people, they had their spirituality systems split to paganism, also have a feminine energy attached to it, and this is a representation of the patriarch and the masculine energy. Instead of working in some type of reciprocation, is working in the aspect of domination over something else. So light is dominating dark, up is dominating down. Everything has to be on a win or a lose, instead of finding perfect balance in between the two. See, the ancients didn't deal with stuff like that. They understood reciprocation. They understood nature and working with the aspects of nature. All right. So as I said, anybody that wants these books, 360 The Alchemist on Cash App, I do have an outline document entitled Are Demons Demons, and it has over 25 books on it, all in reference to what I'm talking about. So the Cosmic Mother, what book did we just read after that? The Encyclopedia of Demons. We have the Divine Cults of Tantra. We have the Sekome Pep. All types of different books. All right. Hit me up and make sure you leave your email in the Cash App. And if anybody has any questions or anything, you feel free to DM me. 360 Alchemist, School of Enlightenment and Darkness. This is just part 1. I appreciate everybody that stayed. These 8 minutes means your mind you can focus. That says a lot in this world today. It's very hard to watch somebody teach for 8 to 9 minutes. So if you're interested in this is your spirit calling. So answer that call. I'll holler at y'all. 360 Alchemist. Yeah.